Big what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The Philadelphia 76ers have completed 20 plus games into their new season campaign. So you already know it was only right that we were going to talk about it eventually. Sorry for the lack of content. Mad things are going on back in a brother's life, but we are still here to provide you with the utmost best Sixers content. Thank you for rocking with your boy up to this point. Let's get into this John. So sitting at 14-7, your Sixers sit at 4th in the East after coming out the gate very hard to start their season, their 2023-2024 season. And this is due to a few games where key stars were out due to illness. And when I say key stars, I actually literally mean like the whole half of the rosters during some of those games. The Sixers have a proclivity to always put out, 7 players at one time, at least for the last few seasons. But we move nevertheless. After making up this video, your boys are riding a 2-game win streak with a favorable schedule coming up the next 2 weeks. So no doubt they'll be able to make up some of that ground within the conference so that they can eventually, get to first place. So looking at the stats of the squad, they are second in offensive rating, third in net rating, 15th in defensive rating. I'm not sure why I'm going, past top 10, but I think that matters, the defensive rating, I guess. They are 9th in three-point percentage, first in free throws made, second in free throws attempted, obviously with Joel Embiid, who folks call a free throw merchant. 8th in boards, 5th in steals, 5th in blocks, and 3rd in plus or minus. So what does this tell me? It tells me that the Sixers are a pretty damn good offensive squad, and their defense leaves somewhat to be desired. Now this can, probably be because we have I forget the actual stats, but one of the top 5 duos offensively in the NBA. I'm not really sure why the defense is so low. We're in the middle of the pack. This could probably be due to the fact that, once again, for a stretch of 5 games, our full team wasn't there. But look for that defensive rating to tick up at least top 10. Especially with a Nick Nurse type of squad that always emphasizes defense. But yeah, 5th in steals, 5th in blocks, second in offensive rating is crazy. It's very interesting. I think we've never been that high. It was always top 5 in years past, but not top 2. I guess this is a result of having depth, with hella wings that we currently have nowadays. The fact that Bulls got a prime Nick Batum hitting threes that is barely in his hands. I remember playing with Bull in 2K11 when he was with the Blazers. Same type Bull on my screen right now. Nick Batum, Covington. Just having depth does wonders for this squad, and just cause defensive havoc. So we're not finna really go into games like that, at least one by one, but we do have to appreciate 2 games in particular. The first one is the one against the Lakers, and the second one is the loss against the Celtics, 2 of the NBA's most storied franchises, simply due to the play of the team during both of those draws. Versus the Lakers, from start to finish, there was a beatdown of Bron, which left him with a reason to question why he did not join the Sixers back in 2019. And with the Celtics, a moral victory, almost pulling out a dub with their G League roster. That game also gave us a look at what Nick Nurse can do based off of his coaching prowess and not having the right players, or wrong term, not having his, key star players. So speaking of Nick Nurse, he's doing a fine job. I would give him a B+. Getting the whole team involved with movement. Embiid is averaging the most assists in his career at this point, for God's sakes. I'm kind of a little bit confused on why Covington isn't playing as much. But look, it's working, I guess, so who cares? Oh, well. Now, I am kind of perturbed that the Sixers did not go to the in-season tournament, which definitely made me sad because we definitely started off very hot and it looked like we were going to, brush by the competition. I think we only lost, 1 game during our tournament play, so it is what it is. I guess we will have to settle for an actual chip. And at the end of the day, maybe this is a good thing because we don't need Joel Embiid to play more games than he has to and maybe get injured, as we almost, saw the last game against the Hawks, him grabbing his right leg. So all in all, looking at the players, Embiid is doing Embiid things. Maxey is continuing to grow and impress with his, newfound offensive freedom. Toby is Toby. Melton has been solid. And Kelly Oubre is back after getting hit by a parked car. So all in all, I like what I am seeing from the group as a whole. Of course, we're not going to, don this team the golden child until they actually make it out the second round, or at least I'm not going to. But I still don't think we need a big trade going into the actual playoffs. I will let this joint rock. The East is essentially open for now. No team has state claim that they are the best of the best. Of course, Boston is going to do Boston stuff. Milwaukee is still trying to figure out what they can do. And after that, I guess you would put the Heat, because the Heat always seem to ball out, when it matters. Knicks, sure, I guess that would be a good opponent come playoff time. But yeah, so far so good.